Most people understand forgiveness as a moral act, something you extend towards someone who hurt you, for their benefit or for the sake of preserving a relationship. Something that requires first deciding the other person deserves it, or that enough time has passed, or that the wound has faded enough to make releasing it feel reasonable. And because of that framing, forgiveness remains permanently out of reach for millions of older adults who carry injuries that were genuine, serious, and in many cases never acknowledged by the person who caused them. Why, the logic goes, should I forgive someone who has never apologized, who may never apologize, and who may not even remember what they did? Why should I release someone from a consequence they have never once felt? What neuroscience is now making clear is that this framing has the entire relationship backwards. Forgiveness is not something you do for the person who hurt you. It is something you do for the body that has been paying the price of holding that wound ever since. Dr. Fred Luskin at Stanford University's Forgiveness Project has conducted some of the most rigorous research on forgiveness and health outcomes available in scientific literature. His work demonstrates that chronic unforgiveness, the sustained cognitive and emotional rehearsal of injury and grievance, produces a measurable and persistent activation of the body's threat response system. Every single time the memory of the wound is replayed, the amygdala fires. Cortisol and adrenaline flood the bloodstream. The cardiovascular system responds as though the original harm is occurring right now. The person is not remembering a past injury. Biologically, they are living through it again, in real time, with the full physiological cost of the original event. Across multiple controlled trials, Luskin found that individuals who completed a structured forgiveness process showed significant reductions in blood pressure, measurable decreases in cortisol, improved sleep quality, and reduced symptoms of depression and anxiety, not over years of therapy, but within weeks of a deliberate and guided intervention. The body that had been defending against a wound that was no longer incoming finally received the signal that it was safe to stand down. Brain imaging research published in Social Cognitive and Affective Neuroscience revealed exactly why forgiveness produces such profound physiological relief. When individuals genuinely moved toward forgiveness, activity in the anterior cingulate cortex, the brain's conflict and pain processing region, measurably decreased. Simultaneously, activity in the prefrontal cortex increased, restoring executive function, emotional regulation, and the capacity for empathy that chronic resentment systematically erodes over time. What the research is careful to clarify is that forgiveness does not require reconciliation. It does not require contact with the person who caused harm. It does not require minimizing or forgetting what happened. It requires only the internal decision to stop allowing that person to continue living, rent-free, inside the body's stress response. The injury happened. The person responsible may never be held accountable. If this video resonated with you, take a second and hit that like button. It helps more people find this content when they need it most. Subscribe so you never miss a new video, because every week we bring you research-backed insights to help you feel more like yourself again. And if you know someone who might need to hear this, a friend, a parent, a sibling, share it with them. Sometimes the most caring thing we can do is pass along the right words at the right moment. I'll see you in the next one.